My friend, welcome to Mind Medicine, a show about how to win in the face of difficulties, setbacks, and obstacles. How you think determines how you produce. Improve your thinking, and you just might change the world. Hop into my world for a second today, and let's get to work.
Daily Mind Medicine.
What's up, crew? T Money here. Welcome back to another episode of Mind Medicine. Hey, what do you do when things are not working out the way you thought they would? It's so funny. People always look at me and Chris and our companies and the growth, and they get this dangerous thought that it must be nice to have everything that we have, and they start justifying their own lack of mental toughness by saying things like, if I had what you guys have, if I had your COO, if I had your salespeople, if I had the market you guys have, if I had the budget you guys, if I had this, if I had that, it must be nice. And they begin to distance themselves from the game because they believe that they are under a pressure that is specific to them. Whatever you're going through, I promise you it's not specific to you, because as you get bigger, everything gets harder. Things don't necessarily get easier the bigger the companies grow. Look, we've got 3 businesses right now, 3 different teams, and that triples the amount of problems that we have on a daily basis. What do you do when things aren't working your way? I'm in a situation like that with one of my companies actually right now. We had big goals for the month. Actually, they were big goals, but they were still reasonable goals. We thought that we could definitely hit them. And about 4 or 5 days into the month, we ended up lowering those because things weren't working. And then now halfway through, we're lowering them again. Things are not working the way that we want them to work. So what do you do? How do you handle it? Well, first and foremost, let me start at the top level and I'll work you down to the tactical. Number 1, thank God for the gift, because you are being prepared. Everything that hurts us teaches us. It's amazing to me how people want to go through life and complain about their problems when the people who have had no problems are the most childish, insecure, immature, disconnected, baby little people in the world. What a gift it is to be able to go into the field of life, the gymnasium of life, so to speak, and to rack up the weight and push. Because what is resisting you is building you. Think about that. How are you going to build muscle if there's no resistance? How are you going to build endurance if there's no perspiration in the process? So number 1, thank God for the gift, because you are being prepared for something. Nothing's happening to you, it's happening for you. And I know that that's overused, but it's actually true. Number 2, get to the data. Get to the data. Most of the time, it's so much simpler than we think it is. Human emotion, most of the time, is not our friend. Now, it is at times an important indicator, but most of the time, human emotion complicates and brings complexity. Get to the data. What is actually hurting you? And this is why I teach our team to leave detailed trails, journals, voice messages, Facebook posts, so that when they are in a bad position, when they feel like nothing's working out, they can easily go back to when they were winning and find out what changed. And then the third thing is focus on the goal. Focus on the goal. Right now, if you were to take 10 seconds and think about everything hurting you in your life, everything you don't like in your life, everything that's frustrating you, making you angry, hurting you, and wearing you out, you would create a certain state of energy. But then if you begin to think about what your goal is, what your target is, you begin to have new pep in your step. Your shoulders kind of bunch up again, and you have like this life that comes into you, this breath that comes into you. Stop focusing on what's hurting you. Start focusing on where you're trying to get to. That's all I got. 3 things. I can tell you without a doubt right now, in a tough spot with one of our companies, but I am so grateful for the opportunity to test my tensile strength, to have resistance come at me and be able to practice the process of growth. It is something that I have gratitude for, not disdain for. You got to flip it around. Whatever you're going through, let's make it a good day. Adios.
There you have it, friends. Time to get to work and bring your best to every situation you find yourself in throughout the day. Never settle. Push through always. If you found value in today, please pay it forward by introducing someone that you know to the show and leave us a helpful review online. We'll see you tomorrow.
DailyMindMedicine.com